Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Covington is at the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The veteran pair of Lillard and McCollum are the guards. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. And for the Warriors, inside for them, it's Green and Looney. Curry and Poole have the guard spots. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. And for those teams that suffered a harsh ending to last season, Greg, what are they feeling here on opening night?
I mean, motivated. You think about that kind of thing all summer, and the chance for retribution starts now.
Now, here's Poole. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Poole on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. And that one, good. Looney's got the game going here with the first basket for the Warriors.
And Looney's a guy you can rely on both ends of the floor.
Nurkic a screen on Curry. To the middle. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Lillard.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Curry after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Wiggins outside. There's a good screen. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Wiggins getting the space and then does not hesitate before firing that one.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Wiggins against Powell. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Portland moving the ball around. Nurkic a screen on Curry. Here's Lillard, and he makes good on the layup.
Aggressive scoring is one thing, but to do it as efficiently as Dame does it, man, that jumper is tight.
Curry against Lillard. And he gets the bucket.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. A three-pointer off the mark. Curry with it. Lillard picks him up.
And something we've seen the last few years, boxing ones thrown at Curry, although they've had mixed success.
Outside, Covington. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Curry finds Wiggins. And here is Green. Shoots over Covington. Drops it in from 11 feet. And amazing to even consider using a box and one in the NBA, isn't it, Greg? But Curry does that with his offense to the teams that defend him.
Kevin, I agree. And it didn't work well in the 2019 finals. Curry has started to adjust to that look. Much harder to use when Curry has other options on offense.
Now here's Curry following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Drills it from outside. Wiggins has got 5 points so far.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. And so here's Portland. They trail by 7. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That is his first foul of the game. It's Covington on the wing. Passes it to Powell. Just 5 on the clock. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. And here's McCollum for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And CJ saying, not so fast. I'm not letting you get away from us tonight. There's the return payback 3.
Wiggins kicks to Poole. That shot no good. Good D by Covington. Lillard looking around. There's the pass to Powell. Covington setting the pick for Powell. Over Wiggins. Powell, that's good.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Curry against Lillard. Looney kicks to Wiggins. Curry on the wing. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Wiggins missing. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Curry against Lillard. Left side Curry. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Those defense can't shake Curry off of his shot. He just pushes the way through there and finishes.
And so Powell will bring it up for Portland. 4-point game. Nurkic a screen on Wiggins. Here's Powell. And Looney sends it back. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
McCollum left side. Shot clock at 5. Powell for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Powell's got 5 points so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Looney. Back to Curry. Pass to Poole. Here's Looney. And that one hits back iron.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Covington dishes to Lillard. Passes to Nurkic. McCollum outside. And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
The Warriors making a switch here. Bielitsa's checked in. Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard against Curry. Lillard the pass to Little. Shot clock at 6. Here's McCollum. 11 feet out and he hits it. 5 points in the game.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Now here's Curry. He had 25 points last game. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Poole. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Nurkic. Curry against McCollum. There's the dish to Lillard. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Drives to the hoop. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, McCollum is pretty deft at changing speeds, and that time he did it driving to the rim.
And out of Lehigh, C.J. McCollum, probably the best player ever out of the Patriot League.
Yeah, I don't think that's a stretch, Kevin. In 2013, when he was taken 10th in the NBA draft, I think a lot of people were trying to look up not just C.J. McCollum's name, but where Lehigh was in the country. But that draft pick has paid off huge for Portland. Him and Lillard have been one of the most dynamic backcourts in the league for the last few seasons. And it is a tough matchup on a nightly basis to try to produce against what McCollum brings to the table offensively.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Kuminga's come in for Green. Toscano Anderson comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Damian Lee in for Jordan Poole. Portland also making some changes. Cody Zeller's checked in for Nurkic. Nance comes in for Norman Powell. And Smith's subbed in for Damian Lillard.
And standing 6'3" at that shooting guard spot, you know, the naysayers will question McCollum's lack of size defensively.
Well, it might not be, the size part of it defensively. It's the fact that, you know, you'd like to make more of an impact defensively. So forget the size. You know, CJ needs to show some more effort on that end. The best part about CJ is that he usually wins the matchup on a nightly basis because he's such an incredible scorer, and that's where maybe you make up the difference.
Now McCollum after the missed three from Stephen Curry. 13 feet away. Buries the jump shot. McCollum's got his third basket of the night right there.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That is his first foul of the game. Tony Snell's checked in for McCollum. Here's Bielitsa. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Lock at 6. They could use a bucket. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Snell kicks to Little. Here's Zeller. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game. Curry passes it to Lee.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
And here's Portland. They're on a 14-2 run here. Smith inside, guarded by Curry. Here's Little. Trailblazers keep it alive. Second shot opportunity. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. There's the three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three. It's going to be on Dennis Smith. And Brent, what a story for Juan Toscano Anderson. He grew up in Oakland, a huge Warriors fan, and played his way onto the roster.
Yeah, incredible. I wish I had done that. I grew up in the Bay Area, Kevin, but the 95 that Juan wears is because he was on 95th Street in Oakland is where he grew up. And the fact that he's playing for his hometown team and had such an important role and then signed a guaranteed contract to sort of complete the circle. What a tremendous story JTA has been for this ball club.
Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. Blazers on offense. They're on a 14-4 run. Now here is Smith. No points in the game yet for him. Little kicks to Smith. Just 4 to shoot. Nance with no one around. Off target with his 3.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Bielitsa pass it to Toscano. Curry against Smith. Lee outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Lee's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
The vision Curry has on the floor. We've seen him put those goggles up from time to time. He easily spots a ready shooter that time.
The pass to Zeller. Zeller, a screen on Lee. Kept alive, and Zeller kicks to Snell. Smith outside. Tries again. Zeller passes to Nance. Here's Snell, covered by Lee. Puts up a 3. And they get it back. Here's Zeller, and they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Curry. Bielitsa sets the pick for Curry. Here's Kuminga. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Trailblazers shooting 42% to begin this game. At the elbow, Zeller. Back to Smith. Nance a screen on Curry. Nice shot by Smith.
Encouraging to see Dennis Smith Jr. with that kind of range and that kind of confidence.
Smith against Curry. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smith in the post. Curry meets him. Nance dishes to Smith. Over Curry. Smith missing again. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Portland. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Right back after this break. Well, with the talent around him, Damian Lillard able to play off the ball. He explained how that helps him get open.
Getting the ball later in possessions when the defense isn't so sharp. You know, usually at the beginning of a defensive possession is get over the first screen. You know, the energy is up, they're interested, and usually at about 12 seconds they're a little tired. The interest goes down.
Well, and Damian Lillard, Greg, accustomed to making shots with the clock winding down.
They have a phrase for it. Whether the defense is locked in or not, that clock is ticking down to Dame time.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Portland, Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Little. Then it's Nance. And it's Nurkic in at the center position.
Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody.
All free throws good from Lillard. And the list of players with multiple series-clinching buzzer beaters in the playoffs: Michael Jordan and Damian Lillard.
And with a little bon voyage wave of the hand for good measure, Dame time is as real as it gets.
Now here's McCollum. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers. On Monday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Utah Jazz. Then on Tuesday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
Here's Lillard. Last game we saw him score 32. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Now here's Little. Defense is right there. And there's the call on Juan Toscano-Anderson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Lillard. Takes the 13-footer. Rebound by Bielitsa.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Back to Poole. Bielitsa passes to Green. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it to Wiggins. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Trailblazers leading by 3. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Good on the shot. McCollum's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
That's one of the huge attributes of McCollum's game. He can score from anywhere, which makes him very unpredictable as a scorer.
Now here's Poole. Covered by Lillard. 6 to shoot. 13 feet away. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and the Trailblazers, another 3.
And with some of the deepest range in the league, Lillard has a ton of room behind the arc.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And so Powell will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Fires from 14. Misses off the left iron. Warriors trail by 6. Here's Poole. Pass to Toscano. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And Bielitsa has it in the corner. Here's Toscano. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. To the left wing. And there's Lillard on the assist by Nurkic. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
McCollum against Wiggins. Pass to Bielitsa. Shoots the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Bielitsa's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You get 3, Bielitsa wants 3 back, and he'll get them.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Lillard with it. He's got 10. McCollum outside. Lets it go from deep. Wiggins with the block.
Well done, Andrew Wiggins. If he can sustain that kind of energy on the defensive end, boy, he's an asset out there.
Right side Green, back to Wiggins. And another three for Golden State. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
Now, Poole, after the missed three from Damian Lillard. Pass to Bielitsa. Over McCollum. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Bielitsa.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And there's the pass to McCollum. Lillard is screen on Wiggins. Here's McCollum. In the corner, Powell with it. Right wing for the three. Draymond Green pulls it in. Warriors have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Poole with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Now Poole. Here's Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
He's got so much vertical ability. That's easy for Wiggins.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Warriors. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Robert Covington's checked in for Little. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against Philadelphia. Lillard, the pass to Covington. He kicks it to Powell. Nurkic setting the pick for Powell. Back to Covington to end the drought. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Covington must prefer that. He gets a great rhythm on the catch and shoot.
Golden State moving the ball around. Back to Green, pass to Porter. Now Wiggins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Wiggins anticipated that one. He saw the foul coming, and he made sure to get that one off.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Andrew Wiggins, one of those guys who just doesn't miss a lot of games and is always able to bounce back from any off night offensively.
Stephen Curry's checked in for Jordan Poole. Cody Zeller's checked in for Portland. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here are the Trailblazers now. McCollum finds Lillard. Back to McCollum. Over Wiggins. McCollum no good. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Lillard with the bucket.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
Curry deciding where to go with it. over Lillard, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making. Well, gravity is very, very real, and Steph Curry has the most of any NBA player right now.
The shot by Powell, no good. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Pass to Green. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Passes it to Toscano. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Brent, when you talk about the gravity of Curry, explain what you mean.
Well, Kevin, anytime that he's on the floor, when he crosses half court, all 5 defenders are paying attention to where Steph is. The more he moves, the more he shifts around, the incredible attention of all 5 defenders. And when guys make one misstep, or you have 2 defenders make one misstep to carry their way to where Steph Curry is, it opens up easier opportunities on any possession. That's what we're talking about when we speak on Steph's gravity.
And here are the Trailblazers now, trailing by 5. Smith the pass to Powell. Smith with a screen on Porter. Here's Powell, and Looney sends it back.
Well, nice defense from Looney, able to totally upset the shot because of his positioning.
Wiggins dishes to Curry. Now the pass to Toscano. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his first foul. And the Warriors with some changes. Kuminga's come in for Toscano Anderson. And Lee's subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. Lee outside. Inside. Outside for Curry. 6 on the shot clock. That one, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Smith the pass to Snell. Powell against Porter. Floats one. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Powell.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's Curry. He's got 9. Down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And let's look at some numbers for Dennis Smith. Some last season stats for him. Averaged 6 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, they'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Smith. Pass to Snell. Zeller, a screen on Lee. 5 on the clock. Snell dishes to Smith. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Great concentration. That was a special play by Dennis Smith Jr.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
They've definitely had a hot hand from 3-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
For some reason, they've also had guys in the right spots on the offensive glass. Lots of putbacks.
Smith no good on the free throw.
Dennis Smith Jr. declaring for the draft after an unreal freshman campaign at NC State, being named the ACC Freshman of the Year, something no Wolfpack player had done in over 40 seasons.
Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 7 points here in this quarter. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Powell against Porter. Powell, the pass to Nance. Zeller inside. Porter with a block.
And the defensive chops Porter brings to this squad, invaluable. You see the effects of it right there.
And he gets it back. Clock at 2. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Golden State's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Poked away. Powell with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Drops in the breakaway layup. Powell's got 9. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
So it's the Warriors now. They trail by 1. Curry against Smith. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
That's tough. Tough finish. Steph's not just a great shooter, but really great numbers through the years as being an elite finisher.
Now here is Smith. Now here's Powell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Trailblazers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
The free throw drops for Powell. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Warriors trailing. Outside Curry. "20 seconds left now here in the second. That one goes in. He's got 15.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
And so here's Portland. Powell dishes to Zeller. Back to Powell. Just 3 on the clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
The free throw drops for Powell. And so Powell nails both of them. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Cody, you are having an impact for your team in the first half. What has been your approach?
I always want to come out with energy, try to give us a spark off the bench. So trying to be aggressive on both ends, especially on the defensive end, trying to force turnovers, trying to speed them up. Just a talented team.
It's been working so far, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Greetings, everybody. We love exciting. And this game is delivered as we've seen 2 top players battling mano a mano.
Great fight we're seeing from both these guys. Each one trying to pull his team across the finish line. You know they love this kind of a challenge.
And now let's get back to the Portland Trail Blazers, dealing with a thin margin at the half.
Love to see a team grind for those offensive boards. They're doing the dirty work and converting those extra possessions into points. It's got to be demoralizing for the defense at this stage.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. In at the small and power forward, it's Wiggins and Green. Curry and Poole have the guard spots. And it's Bjelica in at the 5. That's the Warriors' 5.
Well, powering through on the dribble drive, Lillard has the body control to take that hit and still score the basketball.
Tipped away. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. Shoots over Curry. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And Bjelica is a terrific shooter. A big man, Brent, with real range, capable of really stretching the floor.
Yeah, and I hate to just talk about Bjelica as a pure shooter and it's the only thing he does. There have been moments where he can make a play with the ball and make some good reads, but it is the shooting strength and the ability to draw out bigger players that really provide the juice from Bjelica.
No good on the free throw.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the second free throw, good.
Now, Bjelica, a big guy who flows into offensive possessions and becomes an invaluable player in terms of the type of floor spacing you would want from a shooting big.
And the basket by Lillard.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Curry kicks to Bjelica. Here's the floater. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his third assist on the night. Trailblazers leading by 4. It's Nurkic top of the key. Oh, that's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bjelica. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Kevon Looney is checked in for Bjelica. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. Powell, the pass to Covington. And the 3 off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Poole on the wing. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Looney. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Nothing to force here. Wiggins patient and found the open man.
Here's Powell. 13 points in the game. Wiggins with the block. Poole kicks it to Looney. Golden State moving it around. Passes it to Curry. In the corner, it's Wiggins. The pass to Poole for the lead. Portland grabs the miss. Lillard outside. To the inside. And stolen by Wiggins. Pass to Poole. Here's Green. Covington with the steal. Lillard from outside. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Curry passes to Looney. Back to Curry from deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Powell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Wiggins with some nice D. Powell against Curry. Wiggins from outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, he's in attack mode, and when this starts to happen, it's going to relieve some pressure from other scorers. Wiggins on one tonight.
Now here's Powell. 13 points in the game. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Damian Lillard is second, and of course Stephen Curry.
And how about the work both of them put in from the foul line? Just such a consistent, dependable performance from both.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the Warriors making a change here. Toscano's checked in. And Portland with a change here too. Little's checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And they'll get another chance. Nurkic kicks to Little. Nurkic with it. Looney on him. 3 on the clock. From deep 3-point range, Little can't hit. Warriors trail by 3. Over in the corner, Poole. Pass to Toscano. And Curry has it in the corner. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, to have a soft touch is one thing, but to do it from 25 feet, come on, Stephen.
So it's Portland now. And here's McCollum. 11 points in the game. To the paint. Stolen away. Outside Curry. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Got a piece of it. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. And here we go.
And Wiggins is a capable passer, someone that wants to hit a guy in the right spot.
Here's Lillard. He's got 22. Out left to the wing. Now here's Nurkic. He's guarded closely. Little kicks to Powell. And the 3 ball is good. Powell's got 17. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Here's Toscano. Back to Curry. 5 on the clock. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Curry's got 21 in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nance is checked in. Lillard against Curry. And there's the call on Curry. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Damian Lee, he's checked in for the Warriors. On defense, the Warriors. The lead is 2. And there's the foul. It'll go on Lee. That's his first foul. Dennis Smith, he's checked in for Portland. Nurkic dishes to Nance. Pass to Smith. Nurkic setting the pick for Little. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's good on the 3 ball.
This has just been back and forth all game.
Inside, it's stolen by Nance. An even 3-on-3 break. Now here's Little. Guarded by Poole. Little gets the bucket. Now it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Poole on the wing. The pass to Looney. Lee with the ball. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. Porter's checked in for Jordan Poole. Zeller, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Looney. He's got 6. Pass to Wiggins. 6 to shoot. Here's Toscano. Good on the triple. Toscano's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Wiggins against McCollum. Zeller, a screen on Wiggins. Here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
Well, he's just so good as C.J. McCollum at when to put the ball down on the floor and penetrate to the inside.
Golden State's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7.
Trent, we played against some amazing shooters in our time, but nothing quite like Curry.
It's hard to imagine somebody being better than that, GA. I mean, you're right. We've seen some incredible long-range snipers, but easily at this point, for everybody to admit that's watched basketball, that Steph Curry is the best we've seen.
Now here's McCollum, following the miss by Otto Porter. McCollum finds Smith, 3-pointer, and that one is off. The Warriors have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Wiggins against McCollum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Looking now at some numbers for Nance. Good season for him last year. He was around 9 points per last year, 6 rebounds and 3 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Warriors making a change here. Bielitsa's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Tony Snell's checked in for Zeller. And both free throws good for Wiggins. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. And it's McCollum in the corner. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. McCollum's got 16.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
On the wing, Lee, covered by Smith. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That one on Nance.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Portland.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Most coaches would settle for the opposition taking mid-range jump shots, but tonight they're on fire from there.
Portland's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Passed a little. Nance outside. No good on the triple. Warriors have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. With this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Warriors, number 1.
The way these guys moved the ball offensively was really a joy to watch. Great teamwork and unselfishness, and that's why we saw those great assist numbers a season ago.
Now, here is Smith. 5 points in the game. And that one drops. And that's 18 points for C.J. McCollum.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Here's Lee. 6 points for him. Violates a pass it to Lee. They get a hand on it. Wiggins kicks to Porter. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 5 assists tonight.
A sound decision maker offensively. Porter doesn't hesitate on those catch and shoot jumpers.
Portland trailing here. Passes it to Little. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer. Little's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Wiggins against McCollum. Dishes to Smith. Portland moving the ball around. Clock at 6. McCollum against Wiggins. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Smith against Lee. And 1:01 left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Wiggins. It's blocked. And now Portland on the break. Nance dishes to McCollum. Tries from 10. And Portland again with the bucket.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Warriors trail by 3. Lee passes to Wiggins. On the wing, Lee, covered by Smith. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's McCollum. And again, it's Portland converting.
Well, CJ, as soon as he gets a step on you, you're pretty much done. Aggressive right there in transition.
Lee against Smith. And the pass to Toscano. And Bielitsa kicks to Lee. Porter dishes to Wiggins. Hits it from three-point range. Wiggins has got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, right now, helping the offense out by creating space. Andrew Wiggins, deadly enough from that spot.
C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Portland Trailblazers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Keep everything sharp. Keep the cuts hard. Cutting through contact. Passes sharp. And the ball's going to fall for us. We can't give up the easy ones down here, right?
Well, you can tell that he wants his team to be precise with their decision-making.
Kevin, he's aware of just how special they are when they play smart and play together.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Damian Lillard, Little out there with Larry Nance. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard position. Lillard with the bucket.
You have to appreciate Lillard tonight just showing this kind of effort and not afraid again to put his team on his back.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Pass to Bielitsa. Back to Curry. Here's Toscano. Covered by Lillard. Bielitsa, screen on Lillard. Toscano. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Poole. So it's Portland now. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And Lillard rising up and jamming that one through.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Toscano. Over in the corner, Poole. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Norman Powell. That's good from Poole. Robert Covington's checked in for Larry Nance. Both free throws good from Poole.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Passes to Powell to the left side wing. The wide open shot by Little, and a miss there on the triple. The Warriors trail. Here's Toscano. Outside Curry to tie it up. Little with the rebound. Little's got his 5th rebound in this one. He dishes it to Nurkic. Little passes to Nurkic. Kicks to Lillard from deep. That one doesn't drop. The Warriors go the other way with it. And Curry has it in the corner. Wiggins from outside. Rebounded by McCollum. McCollum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Nurkic setting the pick for McCollum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, using that lengthy frame right there to draw contact, McCollum really baits the defender into committing that foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
The other impressive part about their offense tonight has been their ability to get inside off the bounce. Lots of points in there.
Throw good, McCollum.
The 2013 draft comes up, and the 10th pick is announced as C.J. McCollum out of Lehigh. And a lot of people said, who is this guy? Not a lot of people say that now.
And so McCollum nails both of them. And here are the Warriors now. Outside, Green. Pass to Looney. Wiggins outside. Dishes it to Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Curry's got 31 points.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Powell. And so Powell nails both of them. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Curry can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Powell kicks to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. And it's Looney with the rebound. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. They double team Curry. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Drains it from beyond the arc. Wiggins has got 13 points in the second half.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Trailblazers trail by 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Golden State's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Looney. Outside, Green. Up top, Curry. Wiggins against Covington. 11 feet away, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up.
That's the aggressive part of Andrew Wiggins coming out of him, forcing the defender that time to get his hand in there.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Now here's McCollum. Here's Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists now tonight. Curry against Lillard. And there's the pass to Green. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, I think in his mind he knew the contact was coming, focused, stayed in control, and got it.
And Green no good on that one.
Amazing to think about Draymond Green and the career arc he's had thus far. He really can guard any position on the floor. He can make plays. Really a unique talent.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
They double team Curry. Poole the pass to Looney. To Poole. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Nurkic. And another basket for Golden State.
Well, Looney knows his role. Good at keeping the ball moving and finding the right man for the shot.
Curry against Lillard. Foul for 3. And the Trailblazers another 3.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That's his 5th foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Lillard against Curry. Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. Down low. Nurkic takes it out to Covington. Connects from downtown.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He really got after him and hugged him. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Wiggins outside. Golden State moving it around. Jacks up a 3. Portland grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. McCollum kicks to Lillard. From downtown, and again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot, and when he's rolling like this, watch out.
There's 25 seconds left in the game. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
And Covington, it gets underappreciated, but guy who runs the floor, he'll guard a bunch of different positions, he'll hit three-point shots. That's a lot of complimentary stuff.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
Pass to Looney. Will it go? Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Now that's some bonus points there, as Looney's teammates love it when he shoots off the pass like that.
And there's the call on Curry. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
Shooting 2.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking.
Hard to find another guy in the NBA like Lillard who has that special ability to see the game at a high level, communicate to his teammates, and take over when he needs to.
And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Here's Looney. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
How about that? Kevon Looney able to knock down the three-pointer, expanding his game.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Shooting 2.
Drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Well, important there to have the 3-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much. Here with Damian Lillard. Dame, when do you know you have a rhythm in a game like tonight?
When I was doing my pregame routine, I felt pretty good. You know, the ball was coming off my hands good. I felt calm. I felt really good coming into the night. To start the game, I was patient. We had a good pace. I let it come to me. I got a few clean looks, and, you know, I had some high-quality makes. And, you know, after that, I was like, this got potential to be a good night, and that's what it turned into.
It certainly was a very good night for you, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now, let's check out our New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.